Here we go. All right. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to our first holiday webinar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record and film a few of these as we get closer to the holidays, but the holiday season starts now, and you want to be thinking like a retailer and be smart and really take full advantage of the holiday season, right? And I don't know about you. I know you guys live all across the country, but just yesterday I saw stuff, and then this last week I saw stuff for Christmas already. I saw them putting up Christmas tree lots already. And so Christmas is coming before we know it. And so you want to be prepared. And so I'm going to do some webinars, of course, in November and December when we get in the thick of things. But this month, there's a ton that you're going to want to do this month, okay? So I'm going to give you a lot of information. I'm just warning you right now. I'm going to give you a ton of information. And what I want you to do is process it for yourself and figure out, you know, what are the things that you want to do that you could get most passionate about, okay? I'm not going to go like into really big specifics with a few of the things because we can wait till one of the later webinars, but I am going to talk about a couple things that are very important this month. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to have you, I know I emailed and I posted on Facebook the holiday strategy guide, and if you don't have that, I will email it out, but I'm going to kind of go through it real briefly because this is a great, and of course, one of my friends made it. Those of you that aren't local to me, you don't know this, but I copy everything. Nothing I do is original. Everything I do is copy. So this is from someone who came up with this, and it's really, really, really good. So she talks about just mapping out your plan on paper. Because here's what I'm going to talk about at the beginning, and then at the end I'm going to remind you of it, is you've got to have a plan. Because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, right? And if you really want to maximize the holiday season, you have got to have a plan, okay? So I'm going to give you a lot of different ideas, but you've got to have a plan, and you've got to start now. Don't wait till November and December. It's what I'm telling you. That is the whole point of the webinar tonight, is I want you to start now and get your running shoes on and get excited. So the first thing at the top is you've got to know how much do you want to make? How much do you want to make? That's the first place we got to start at, because then we're going to break it down, and I'm going to give you a bunch of different ideas. And I think it is important for you to have a goal and have not just a goal of a number, but a reason. What are you going to do with that money? Let's say you want to make $2,000 or $8,000 or $10,000. You know, last year, one of my consultants she's an adoptee in my unit, she sold 10,000, or she made 10,000 last year. And it was through all of these ideas, you guys. And so there is no number too lofty, is what I want to start it off with, is how much do you want to make this holiday season, because it's possible, and we're going to map out that plan. And then you've got to know, what is your reason? Why do you want to make that money? What do you want to do with that money? What is it going to feel like? Because that's got to drive you. What I know about any goal and anything in this business and in life, you know, if you set a goal to lose weight, you've got to have something that's going to drive you. Like just today, I was at a wedding expo, and two of the girls there were getting married, and so they wanted to lose weight, and they were both saying that they were working harder to lose weight than they'd ever worked before, because they want to look awesome on their wedding day, right? So whatever your goal is, you've got to have a reason why you're doing it, something that excites you and gets you out the door. So first of all, know how much do you want to make, and what are you going to do with that money? How's it going to feel to make $2,000, $5,000, $8,000 with your money from your business over the next 2.5 months, okay? So I want you to be thinking that, and then keep that in front of you, because that right there is what you have to remind yourself of when I'm giving you all these ideas of calling businesses and calling husbands and calling hostesses. When that fear creeps in, or you're like, well, maybe I don't want to do it, I don't feel like it, you've got to be reminding yourself, no, I'm taking my kids to Disneyland. No, I want to give my kids everything that they possibly could want. No, I want to give my husband, I don't know, that gun that he likes, or that, I don't know, whatever he likes. You've got to have some reason why you're doing it, okay? So how much do you want to make? And then what I loved about the little worksheet is it broke it down so you know how much you need to make each week to stay on track. So I'm just going to pick a really simple number that I think every single one of you, if you follow these plans, could easily do, okay? So in the little thing it says 2,000. I'm going to pick 2,000. Could everyone get excited about making an extra $2,000 a month? I would hope so. I would hope so that everyone get excited about making $2,000 a month. So if you use her little formula, 2,000 divided by We have 2.5 months left. So 2,000 divided by 2.5 is 800. That means that's how much you need to profit each month. And then 800 divided by 0.4 is 2,000, and then 2,000 divided by 4 weeks is 500. So basically, it means that if you want to sell, or if you want to make 2,000 and using the 60-40 split, you need to be working on averaging $500 per week in sales with some of these ideas. And as we get closer, that number may be higher, but not necessarily, because I'm going to give you some great ideas and some systems and some word for word things what to say to start talking to businesses this month, because that's one of the things you want to tap into, and that can be huge, 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 huge money right there. So I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so on the action plan, so you figure out your number. And then you go through, and these are just some really popular things that everybody can do. The first is corporate gift giving. And at the end, I'm going to go through a ton of details about corporate gift giving. But basically what it is you contact bosses about giving Mary Kay as gifts to their employees. And I'll give you specifics later at the end. We're going to go through this worksheet first. And I'm going to give you an overview. Then I'm going to give you specifics of what I want you to focus on now. And so it says the prime time to focus on that is October, which is now. So we're going to go in depth on that. So then basically in this little worksheet, you write, and hopefully you all printed it off, or if you didn't, I don't know if y'all can see this. It has you make a list of who are the businesses that I know? Who will I target? What business owners do I know? Who do you know that owns a small business? What are the businesses that you frequent? Because that's the places that you want to start at, is where do you frequent, okay? Like I have this guy that he's a chiropractor, and I work out at the same gym as him, and we've been talking about this all year long. You better believe that I'm going in there. I have an appointment this week to go in there and set up and show him what I have to offer, which I'll explain in a minute. So who are the names, or what are the names of the people and the businesses that you're going to target, okay? And I'm going to give you examples of what types later. Okay, the next page is holiday shopping coffees. And this is something we can do more in November and December, but I'll give you, and I'll explain this in another webinar and more in depth, but basically a holiday shopping coffee is not where you do like a full skincare class, but basically you have like a hostess, and she invites her friends over, and you bring all your gift giving ideas, which I'm going to show you a lot of different things tonight to give you ideas of examples of kind of what type of things you want to have. And you're going to have them all there and show them and explain, the benefits and the pros and cons. And holiday shopping coffee is something that typically she can have in her home. 30 minutes, 45 minutes. She invites her friends over. They get all their holiday shopping done. Awesome. They can buy for like their mailman and their teachers and everything, and get all their holiday shopping done. So we'll talk about that as that gets closer. But that is going to be a huge thing that you could do. Then the 12 days of Christmas. This is a huge money maker, okay? And we'll talk a lot more about this one as it gets closer, but I'm going to give you an overview of what this is, okay? 12 Days of Christmas. If you don't know what 12 Days of Christmas is, or this is your first holiday season with Mary Kay, what 12 Days of Christmas is where you sell to men, and you are going to make that man look like the biggest hero in his wife's eyes or his girlfriend's eyes, because what she's going to get is every day, the 12 days before Christmas, she is going to get a gift from him. And you are going to, me as the consultant, are going to wrap it up, make it really pretty. So you pick 12 different items. And if you looked at that thing that I posted on our Facebook page, and I'll email it out again, it was sample ideas of what you could do each day, the 12 days of Christmas. But they're generic things that every woman likes, like satin hands, satin lips, indulge soothing eye gel, eye makeup mover, a mascara. Maybe an empty compact, and then you get to schedule an appointment with her where you fill it with the colors that would work for her. And so basically that you're going to want to be thinking right now of, and this can be a huge money maker, because those range anywhere from like $199 to like $499. So it is a big gift that a guy is going to give to a woman, but it doesn't have to just, typically it's guys to their female or women or whatever, women in their life. But now sometimes a lot of us have done like a mom selling to a teenager. You could do a whole teen set, with fun colors and mascara and lip glosses, and each day have them get a fun color item. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, but typically it's selling to men with their significant other, okay? So I want you to be thinking right now in this little thing is, who are the men that you know in your life? Who are the men that do not like the mall and don't want to deal with shopping and would love the convenience factor of you picking for them. And then the big thing to tell men is everything has 100% satisfaction guarantee on it. So if she doesn't love it, we can return it. We'll swap it out. We'll make sure she's 100% happy and that she absolutely loves it and is using it. The other thing, we in Colorado live in a very military community. Those of you that live in a military community or military people that maybe they're deployed and they want a really awesome gift for their wives because they're not able to be there for, Christmas and be with their family, that you want to contact him, especially right now, maybe communication isn't great if he's deployed or whatever, that this is a great gift that he could give his significant other while she's here. Okay, does that make sense? So you're really going to want to tap into that and tap into men. So make a list of men who, or maybe here's another thing, maybe they're college students or somebody's going to be away for Christmas and they're not going to be able to be with their family for Christmas, but the family really wants to give them that extra special gift to make them feel loved. That is a person you want to call and say, hey, I have an awesome gift for you. I would love to help you. Just totally make Amanda or whatever the girl's name, make your holiday season amazing since I know she can't be with you guys. So be thinking and brainstorming about that and then just start planting the seeds, because here's the deal with all of these ideas that I'm going to give you tonight is it is your job to get out there and to promote it. Just saying on Facebook, oh, I offer gift giving services is not going to do you any good. I mean, you may get a couple takers, but it's your job to get out there and to talk with people and brainstorm and let them know how you can help them with their gift giving needs. Okay, so who are the men in your life that could use some help? Or the other things too is maybe you have some really great customers in your life that you could contact their significant others. On the profile card, they put their significant others' names. And one thing I'm going to show you in a second is one thing you want to be doing right now is doing wish lists, and I'll show you some cute examples in a minute. But then you can contact their significant other and say, hey, do you need a great gift for, Susie Q? I'm her Mary Kay consultant, and I know exactly what she would like. And what man would not love to hear those words? Okay, so 12 days of Christmas. You could easily, those are easily are $199. You sell 10 of them, that's $2,000 right there. Then we have open houses. Open houses are where, I'm sure y'all have been to an open house before, where you have a bunch of stuff there and you invite them all over. Usually I would recommend one open house, maybe two. I don't think you need more than that, but you got to pick your dates and then start planning and letting people know. So on the next page, it talks about wish lists and selling to men. And of course, we'll talk about wish lists in a minute. The other huge thing and things you want to be thinking about too is team building. Team building right now. Who is maybe talking about getting a seasonal job? Because places are hiring. They already have started hiring and looking for people to be seasonal workers. We need to save people from holiday seasonal jobs, you guys, because who wants to work retail in the holidays? Oh my gosh, not me. No, thank you. And they're really not going to make much money with how much time they're away from their family and including drive time. And once taxes are taken out, they're really not going to make much money. That if you hear anybody saying anything about, oh, I want to get a seasonal job, you need to talk to them and tell them about your business and tell them that this is a great time to, think about Mary Kay and have them just listen to the business opportunity, you guys. We have to save people from the retail season and being holiday workers. So that's another thing you can be doing right now. So on this list, the other thing you can be planning for is a Black Friday sale and a Cyber Monday sale. That'll bring in a bunch of sales. Gift wrapping and packaging ideas. Let people know that you're doing that. Maybe pick up some stuff at the dollar store and have cute little ribbons and things already. I'll show you some examples in a second, but I'm trying to get through this little outline first. The other thing on the very last page, it says holiday selling, just overviews. Wish list. Right now, you want to have your customers fill out wish lists at every single appointment you see, the faces you see this month. It's crucial that you have them fill out a wish list and have them at least write 2 Santas. I'll email these out and post them on our Facebook group, but here's a quick example of, look at this cute little thing. I don't know if you can see in their holiday wish list. They write the things that they want. Then it says who my Santas are. And then it also says down here, don't forget these special people when making your holiday gift list. Your teachers, secretary, bosses, coworkers, babysitter, paper carrier, house sitter, landlord or apartment manager, neighbor, hairstylist, housekeeper. You're just helping them brainstorm about people in their lives that they would probably purchase for. Because here's another thing that you can start doing, and I would highly recommend to start just asking. Once you've closed the sale and when you're at your facials and you're having them fill out their wish list, and when you're at your, okay, one more thing I forgot to show you the other one. This one's really cute too. It's skinnier. You cut it in two and it's a smaller wish list. They write their wish list and then they write their like 3 centers down there. So sorry, I wanted to finish that. Okay, one other thing you can do is after you close the sale is you ask her, hey, are you done with your holiday gift shopping? And pretty much nobody's going to say yes right now or probably even into the middle of November. And so you say, well, I would love to help you, you know, with your holiday gift giving stuff. Who do you need to buy for? Do you have, you know, stuff for teachers already? Do you have stuff for this? I'd love to help you. Here's some examples of what I offer. And so it's your job to let them know and to help them, right? And help them. So that's what you do. Let's say gift wrap, referrals, ask people, and then you ask people, maybe if she doesn't already have hers done, say, well, who do you know who would love some help with their holiday shopping? Okay. So anyways, this sheet is really good. I really want you guys to take the time to plan out, okay, what are the things I'm going to do and what products do I need to stock up on? Because that's another thing that you're going to want to be thinking about is you want to think like a retailer. And I'm going to show you some examples of some things that you can wrap up and make them really pretty. But you can't do that if you don't have product, okay? That you want to have a bunch of stuff wrapped up really pretty and have it right there so that they can give you the money, you give them the product, done. It's really, really, really simple, okay? So, and with the double credit this month, you guys, this is the time to really maximize that and to take full advantage of that, okay? So, here's some examples of kind of things you can do. Here's something you can carry around. This is a basket full of a bunch of different things, bunch of different gifts at all different price points. Because that's the important thing too, is you've got to have different gifts at different price points, okay? So, for example, over here I have this, and Deborah's already done this too, similar. This is a miracle set in a cute little thing that's shrink wrapped. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's in a cute little basket. The baskets are all from the dollar store. Put a cute little ornament in there. That obviously is going to be a bigger ticketed item. And then I have, before I get to this guy, I have this big thing, and this is satin. I don't know if y'all can see in there, but it's satin hands and satin lips. It has like a cooking glove in there and a dish towel, and it's satin hands and satin lips wrapped up all pretty. So that's probably like a $50 price point, right? And so, and then I have smaller price points. These are the old satin hands, of course, but here's just satin hands. So that's going to be like a $35 price point. You know, then I have this, which is the, I don't know if y'all can see the body wash and the hydrating lotion with the loofah from the dollar store once again. So that's going to be around a $20-ish, $4 price point. Then we're going to have this guy, which is eye makeup remover. You can see eye makeup remover, and then there's a firming eye cream, and then you probably can't see it, but there's a little, a sleep mask thing. It says Beauty Queen from the dollar store. Once again, has a little ornament or a cookie cutter on it and a little ornament. So really, really simple with some bows. So this is going to be around like a $45 price point. And so, you know, you have different price points, but then you also want to have cheaper ones so that this one's the same thing. And then you also want to have cheaper ones too that are, like I have these little guys. As we get closer, we'll talk about like stocking stuffers and stuff. But I don't know if y'all can tell, this is just it's MK at Play items. So it's just a lip gloss and mascara with some little foo-foo stuff in there. And so that's going to be around like, I don't know, $25. But it's really cute with the cute little bow and stuff on it. But then, and also if you have like this is a discontinued item. It was a limited edition item a little while ago with a lipstick and then that item. Great gift to give people. Those colors are phenomenal. So those are middle price point. But then you also want to have some other like cheaper price points. Like these guys, I love these. This is socks and lotion. The Mint Bliss ones are really popular. What you do, and this is actually a thing from last year, they had these little socks, but you can get the socks at the dollar store and the Mint Bliss lotion. This is like a $10 gift. It's a great gift. I don't know if y'all can see. It's the Mint Bliss lotion with just some socks from the dollar store. Awesome, awesome gift that they could give to teachers or to anybody. Then this is a really popular one. It's called Coffee and Cream. Coffee and Cream. And all this is it's a mug from the dollar store. In case you can't tell, the dollar store is your friend. Then it just has a hand cream in it. I don't know if you can see in there. It has a peach hand cream. And then it has hot cocoa, or you can put coffee in there, and a bow and some pretty fancy stuff, and a candy cane. Okay? So this is like, could be a $10, $12 item. Super cheap, but they're adorable. And if you can have them all wrapped up, all pretty, and have them in your little basket or whatever, then they're good to go. So I have, you know, another coffee mug with, you know, different designs, same thing, hand cream, and then ornaments and coffee in there. So really, really, really simple things you can do. And you want to have them all ready, all wrapped up, so that you can show them different options. So these could be things that people give as gifts, you know, moms to teachers or whatever, but also selling to men, of course, like we said. And you can even have men's stuff. Here's an example of men thing. This is a body wash and then a men's cologne. And then you guys, if you haven't seen the new men's stuff, oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Comes in this cute little bag, and they are just little hair and body washes. You could make this really manly and make it really simple too. You know, and of course there's the Mary Kay, like the new satin hands. I haven't wrapped this up yet, but, or the new Be Delighted stuff. You could put a loofah in here. This is a great, great, great gift that anybody would absolutely love. So you got to have them all ready, and then you can take your basket with you out and about and just show people, you know, what you offer. That is the thing, is they need to know what kind of things you have available and that you are ready. So you have these things, and we'll talk more about those as it gets closer, of packaging and all that stuff. But for now, what you want to do for the month of October, the big things I want you to focus on is, first of all, I want you to make sure you have enough inventory to wrap up all these things, and you can start packaging them and making them gorgeous. Getting stuff from the dollar store, and just getting prepared. Now, here's the big thing that, hear my heart on this. I'm not telling you order. What I'm telling you is, I want you to think like a retailer, and you are in you are a retailer, and you're in the sales business, that you want to have that product there for them. Okay, I'm not telling you just need to order, but I also want you to think bigger. That so many people get scared and nervous to order because they're like, oh my gosh, what if I can't sell it? But guess what? I want you to think bigger. That I want you to think, oh my gosh, I know that I'm going to sell it. I want you to be confident and know that you are going to sell it because you are determined to get out there and to go sell it and to find a way that you're going to sell it and move it. Okay. I want you to think bigger and not be thinking scarcity. I want you to be thinking abundance. I don't want you to be thinking small and like, oh, I don't know if I could sell, you know, if I order an extra 500 or 1,000 or 2,000, I don't want to be stuck with it. No, I want you to say, oh my gosh, I want to make 2,000, 4,000, 5,000. I'm going to easily sell that much, right? Do you get it? That I want you thinking bigger, okay? So don't get freaked out about like, oh my gosh, Candace just wants me to order. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I want you to be prepared, because if you can have all this stuff ready, you're going to sell them like hotcakes, right? And you don't want to lose the sale, because definitely with holiday shopping, you want to make it as simple as you possibly can, okay? So, and this is the month to stock up, with it being double credit. You could fully maximize, you know, the company's deal right now, and order 2,000 wholesale, and that would count as 8,000 retail. We've already talked about that before, but okay. So all that, I just gave you a ton of different ideas for later, but what are you going to do right now? Okay, October. Here are the important things for October. My last webinar, I talked about all the things that we're doing this month in our unit with October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and donating $1 for every face you see this month. That is one of the best things you can do right now, is really get in front of as many people as you possibly can, so that you have people to call for the holiday coffees and for the wish lists and for the open houses and stuff, that you have people to call. So right now, really utilize that I want you to get in front of as many people as you possibly can. So my question for you is, have you been using that? Have you been telling people, hey, my goal is our goal as a unit, and I don't know, I mean, you personally may have your own goal. I know me personally, my goal is to donate $300 personally with my personal customers and sales to the Mary Kay Charitable Lash Foundation. And so I've been telling them that my goal personally is to donate $300. Our area goal is to donate $1,000. Is there any reason that we couldn't get together and you could just be a face for me? And every dollar, for every face I see, I'll donate $1 to the Mary Kay Charitable Lash Foundation, okay? And then in November and December, as people get busy, you're really going to be focused on holiday makeovers. Holiday makeovers. If anybody tells you they're busy, you say, guess what? Let's get together and do a holiday makeover, because I want to make sure you look slamming for those holiday parties and all those things you're going to be doing in the holiday season that you're so busy for. Okay, the other thing, okay, so then every face you see, you want them to fill out a wish list, right? And then I hope that you print off the holiday guide. I don't have it in front of me, but I know I posted our Facebook group. I'll email it out with this video as well. I would recommend printing it off on like nice paper so it's really high quality, and then not necessarily laminating, putting in page protectors, and then at every facial, everywhere you go, you show them that gift giving guide, because it has stuff wrapped up so pretty. And maybe if you don't have inventory or whatever, that you could pre-sell it or whatever, but you got to start that now. So show everybody that. And then, of course, after your sale, talking to everybody right now, that you're getting the word out that, hey, I offer gift giving services, because here's the deal is your job this holiday season is to connect people and let them know that you can help them. It's connecting people, know that you can help them with their gift giving needs, right? Let's see what else. I'll talk about the corporate thing in a minute. Oh, one more thing you can do too is Halloween. Oh my gosh, Halloween is, of course, later this month. You can do cute little stuff like mascara-thons, where people will go and like sell mascaras at their, offices. And that's a great way for you to meet new customers. They can earn their mascara for free. I think it's like if they sell 10 or 15, she can get her mascara for free. I think I posted that stuff and emailed it out. And then on trick or treat night, you have some stuff ready to give to the moms, okay? Because basically you say, this is for you, it's for the moms. And it's a cute little thing that, I don't know, there's a lot of different things. I'll post them as it gets closer too, but be prepared for Halloween as well. So that you want to focus on too. Okay, so I want to talk about corporate gift giving, because that is important, very important. So because this is something you have got to tap into now, okay? So I'm going to be reading a couple things to you and just informing you about the corporate gift giving market, because this is a very lucrative market if you can get into it, okay? It takes some work, but you have to start now with this, okay? Do you know that 94% of executives said that no one ever contacted them about their holiday gift giving needs, okay? So they kind of have to figure it out on their own, like what they're going to give their employees. 88% of executives order their company holiday gifts by themselves, and the rest delegate it to someone else. The largest group of executives say that they will spend $25 to $50 on employees and $35 to $55 on clients, okay? So if they have 100 employees, they on average say that they spend $25 to $50 on them. Dude, if you can get into one place where there's 50 to 100 employees, you will make a killing, right? And let's see, the IRS allows a deduction of $25 per gift, but most executives feel that that's too low and they end up spending more, right? You guys, this is a $2.5 billion market to tap into. So this is important for you to definitely at least consider and at least try. And do you know that, what is it? Let's see. I read it somewhere that, do you know that the number one, it's been proven that the number one gift during the holiday season are cosmetic sales, because it's the one size fits all. It's a pampering product that's very simple. So it's the number one gift that people give people, but they're buying them at Bath and Body Works and at Walmart and other places, that you have to let them know that you offer that too. And most business owners would much rather support a local business owner instead of like Walmart or something, some huge corporation, right? So let them know. Okay, so let's see. They want something personal and that's going to acknowledge hard work. Most corporate people say that they don't want to give food anymore. Remember when people used to give fruitcakes, that they want something more personal. And what I love about our products that I always tell them is our products have 100% satisfaction guarantee on them, that if your employees don't love it, they can return it and we'll make sure it's something that they like, right? Here's another little side note about all of these gifts that I just showed you. If I sell somebody a coffee and cream, right? That's a $10, $12 purchase, but I'm going to put a gift certificate in there that says this is entitled to a pampering session with me after the holidays. And if I can, what I'm going to do is get the numbers of anybody that they purchased for. So like, let's say I sold one of these to a guy that was giving it to his son's teacher. If possible, I would want to get the son's teacher's name and number so I can contact her after the holidays and say, hey, you know, I'm the Mary Kay consultant that Bobby's dad bought the gift from. Did you see that there's a pampering package in there? I would love to schedule a time to get together with you to give that to you. So if you can't always get their info, but if you can, that is going to ensure not only that this is a $10 or $12 sale, but that it brings you future business. You can actually make a new customer out of it. Does that make sense? Total side note. Okay, here's the deal: is corporate buyers, like sometimes if they have somebody that they donate, that they delegated it to, is that you're gonna have to send them some info, and what I can do is I can email you a script. I have a script of exactly what to say when you're calling businesses, but I would recommend having a ton of different businesses to consider. And here's the different types of businesses to consider. Banks. If you get into a bank, there are a ton of women there. Loan companies, contractors, hotels, oh my gosh, tons of people there. Social and civic groups, doctors, or anything in the medical industry. Self-employed people, dentists, clinics, car dealers, realtors. Okay, so I've done things with realtors over the years where they have, well, you can get into the real estate office, but you could also just talk to realtors individually. And a lot of realtors will give, like, you know, holiday gifts to their clients, you know, to kind of like their clients that come back over and over again. So this is a great gift they could give to their clients. Churches, veterinarians, gas stations, restaurants, insurance companies. So those are just some places, but any place that you frequent, especially a small business, you got to just ask and say, basically just say, hey, do you need help with your holiday gift giving? I would love to help you. I have some options for you. So basically, there's a script here of what to say, but basically you say, you know, may I please speak with the person in charge of purchasing holiday gifts for employees or clients? And then when you talk to them, you say something like, hey, I'm a beauty consultant, you know, and I'm calling the businesses in the area to offer my executive shopping service for your special clients and employees. Is there any reason I can have 5 minutes of your time in your busy schedule to explain my services? And usually, if possible, you set up a time you can come in and talk to him or her for 5 or 10 minutes and show them what you have to offer. So you would bring in some of these things and say, you know, here's this price point, here's this price point, here's this price point. What are you wanting, like how much are you wanting to spend? And then you can customize it for them. Does that make sense? But you got to usually ask a lot of businesses, okay? You don't want to just ask one. You want to ask several, all right? But seriously, you guys, if you can get into a good business, you can make a killing. I even have a letter that I'll send you that you guys can email out or send out to the business owner. But you guys, it is a cash cow that you really, really, really want to tap on. But you have to start that now because most of them will have their holiday, like, you know, gifts out of the way by next month easily. So that is what you really want to focus on right now. And then, of course, you know, doing faces and stuff for Halloween. And then I would really also be focused on who can we get out of the retail like industry. Seriously, who can we save? Who can we save from getting a seasonal job? Let's see. Oh, a couple other things that you can do just to be in the loop is on In Touch. There are way fancier videos than this that they've been doing, which is like the 12 days of holiday selling. They're so good with so many different ideas. But here's the deal is, oh, and then there's the Merry Monday videos that Kristen Sharp and I can't remember their lady's name, but that they're doing every Monday. So be sure to watch those every Monday. They have different ideas and stuff too. So there's not a lack of ideas, okay? But the key is you have to do them, okay? All these ideas are possible, but you have to do them and take advantage of them. And you have to have a plan and a detailed plan of what am I going to do now? Who are the people I'm going to talk to? You know, now this month and then next month and the following month. You know, like I said, I'm going to be doing different holiday webinars on as we get closer. You know, some stocking stuffer ideas. There's something you do like one of my favorite things is a pillow gift. And we'll talk more about that later. And the 12 Days of Christmas, we'll talk more in depth later. Adopt a grandparent. Ooh, that's another one you could be really kind of thinking about now. Or adopt a soldier or whatever. where you're getting in with retirement communities and seeing if you could have them adopt a grandparent and see if you would. And so basically, I mean, it's really sad. A lot of grandparents and senior citizens, they don't get gifts. They don't get, people coming and visiting them. And so you and your customers can adopt a grandparent. And so you can have your customers, basically you could just do like a Mint Bliss lotion and a sock. I mean, that's like $10, $12 gift that you would totally make their day. So you go to a senior center and maybe they have 50 seniors living there, that then it'd be your goal, and maybe get on board with your unit to sell 50 of these Mint Bliss lotions between you and your customers, and to really bless some grandparents and some senior citizens. And so basically you just let your customers know, hey, we as a unit are adopting the senior citizen center on blah, 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 whichever one. Is there any reason you wouldn't want to adopt a grandparent and buy a $10 Mint Bliss lotion and just totally make their day? So basically your customers are helping you sell them. Does that make sense? So that's another thing you can do that you could start now, as far as like figuring out some senior centers to work with. But those are just some ideas, but you've got to have a plan, you guys. And lastly, I want to end with, I want you to go back to the reason why it's important to you. How is it going to feel to pay cash for Christmas? How is it going to feel to have an extra $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 in your pocket? How is that going to feel? Keep that in front of you, and then get out the door and start doing some of these things, because they work. But you have to start now. You have to have a plan. You have to be telling people about it and really getting things in place, and be thinking about what is my plan, and not just totally winging it, that once middle of November comes, you're like, what am I going to do? You start now. Have a plan. You strategize, because if you fail to plan, you're going to plan to fail. And I don't want any of you to fail. I want you guys making money this holiday season. I want you blessing with your families and your loved ones with the best Christmas ever, because you know that you did the hard work and you did what it took. So, all right, guys, that's it. But you can do it. Now go out there to implement those things, okay? I hope that helps. But I will email you all the supporting documents on this. But really the key is, you got to get out there and do it, and just know that you can do it, and you really want to maximize on the holiday season, because there's a lot of money to be made out there. Like I said, you can make a ton of money in the holiday season, but you've got to start now, and you've got to have a plan, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. But I hope you guys have a great night. I know it's getting really late for my girls out east, but I hope you guys have a great night and get into action. Bye-bye.